is up, guys? Welcome to another YouTube video. Today I just want to do a reaction video on this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is from Daily Wrap Up Crew. It's titled "Most Women Don't Want to Get Married. It's Men's Fault." Um, I started watching it, as you can see. I was 34 seconds into it. I want to watch it with you guys. Watch it with me. Let's see um why, if is there is a reason why most women don't want to get married, as the title says. And again, though, it could be just clickbait, but let's have a look into it and let's see what we can comment on, what we can learn from this. I want you to take note of the body language. I want you to take note of what people are saying, how they say it. Just take notice of things in this video, um, along with what they say. But let's look into this video. Let's depict it if we can. Let's see what we can get from it. Let's go.
She said, you know what? No, no.
What about you? You trying to get married?
No.
Why not?
No.
Maybe sometime.
Just now.
Damn, that's great. All right, what about you, Juicy? So we got three no's
and
one.
then Candy, what about you?
She said yes.
Oh, you said yeah. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
All right. So I want to first of all, I got to hear why you said no first.
Why me first? Why me first?
She said no.
Well, she kind of spoke, and that's the line. So
Just no. Just I hear a lot of bad stories, and
Let me stop there. That's very important what she said there. Just know, because I've heard bad stories. Um, if you question is the way she feels valid? I mean, maybe yes. Most people, even myself, when you look at social media, films, and things on media, you don't always hear a good report. Rarely hear a good report of marriage. But when you look around you, um, when I mean look around, if you was to walk in the town center or in the mall, I'm sure you would see couples. It'll be difficult to know if they're married or not, but you see relationships happening. But I feel like it's important not to base your life situation on what you've seen or heard. There's two sides to every coin. But let's keep watching to see what she says and what we can depict from this.
um, just no. I don't want to get married. I hear a lot of bad stories.
so you never heard any good stories?
No,
You
You don't
never heard
see
no
it?
good stories about marriage?
no.
You want children?
I got 2 daughters.
You got two daughters. Like, so you think? So why do people prioritize having kids before being married? Like
um, Everybody different.
everybody different.
All right,
Mm.
not to get too personal, but don't you think that a father would be complete for that family? Like, don't you think a man in the household would be the complete package for your situation?
Not if you already got one. Like you don't gotta be married to have a
No,
complete.
it's true. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. True.
access
You
in the house, but I get what you're saying.
Sometimes the one you married ain't even a complete package. That ain't. You can have a whole wife and kids, and that it wasn't even a fuck it. You know,
Go
you
watch
trying to get
Euphoria.
away from that shit.
So apologies on the language here, by the way, guys. Um, what is a complete package for marriage? She said it right. She said you can have a husband or wife and have kids, but it can still not be a complete package. When people say that, what I think of is there is something in the relationship or within the marriage that is not working for that person, or for this lady to say that sometimes it's not even complete. Again, though, I think she's going off of what people have said, or what she's seen. She did say she hasn't seen a a good marriage at all. I was going to go on to say she hasn't seen a perfect marriage, but what marriage is perfect? You know what I mean? But let's keep going. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. You're engaged. Let's keep going. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
You see, you gotta watch yourself. I'm telling you, like I'm
Yeah,
saying, like
everybody talk
slacking,
about
like
that. All right, Juicy, why
crazy.
wouldn't you get married?
I just feel like you don't need a piece of paper to prove your love. If we together, we
Jump the King's
together.
sponsor.
And
Get
if we
married
together
and
until we die, that's the death do us apart. We don't need the lawyers and stuff. We
Mm.
together.
That's a fact.
What do you think about that? What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think? And I know I've got a majority of Christians on here that are subscribed to me, and I've got people who are not Christians. But what do you think? Um, what do you think about um, what defines marriage? Does a paper define it for you? Um, or is it the commitment? But let's keep playing.
I mean,
Okay.
that's what niggas been saying since the beginning of
Yeah.
time.
Alright.
Why ain't you marry me? Why you got a ring on? Why I don't got a ring on my finger? Like you know what I'm saying, like that's what men been saying. Yo, this is a piece of paper. Like why we gotta get married? But I mean,
So why do you want to get married?
For one, for stability
mhm.
and to try to like just create a strong foundation and just not be a statistic.
Mm-hmm.
Bring back the old days.
Yeah.
Are
So
you
people like I don't think people should be afraid of marriage.
Right.
so you
So she seems quite traditional, right? And there's nothing necessarily wrong with what the other lady said. I guess she just wants a traditional marriage. I guess for her that is a safety net, I guess. And I would say marriage is the best way to go, um, in my opinion. But let's keep playing.
I
you would
feel
say
like
you
there's
more
somebody for
traditional?
everybody. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a negative stigma. I believe in marriage because I want to see the black community be better and to keep continuing the same cycle of single motherhood. That's not helping out our kids. You know what I mean? We've seen the results of kids that's raised in parent households. They're more likely to be gang affiliated. They're more likely to go to jail. They're more likely to
Mhm.
get less educated, especially black boys. So I believe we don't have structure in the black community, and that's what's really lacking. Like, would you?
So yeah, I agree on what he's saying. Some things I can relate, some things I can't relate to, some things I understand. I have looked into the statistics of people who grow up in and I can't remember them, people who grew up with a single mum or a single dad, um, as in, for example, there's no father in the home, or it could be there's no mum in the home. For whatever reason, it does affect um, the child in a lot of ways, how they grow education wise and so forth. So it would be good to have a structure where um, marriage is involved because you've got that commitment. Um, you know what I mean? Um, to say that, for example, um, I just think it's more proper. I think it's more um, so I can't get the words up, but I think it's more better to have a marriage. It's more serious. Um, you're yeah, it's more serious. You've got commitments. Just being a girlfriend or a boyfriend, I'm sorry, you don't really have a commitment there. Um, you know what I mean? But let's keep playing. Again, comment. Feel free to comment, like, tell me what you think about this. What's your thoughts?
When you see the lack of structure, you see the gender wars that's going on with black men and black women. We fighting each other, we bashing each other, we doing this, that, and the third. So I think too many times we hear horror stories of failed relationships. And the good relationships we would never hear about because they're too busy basking in their successful relationship. They're not on social media bragging
Mhm.
about how successful their relationships are. But obviously it's easy to see the bad relationships and be like, yo, damn, they got a divorce. I'll never want to do that.
So to keep pausing, this is what we need too, though. We do need, and I'm gonna try and do it. There is a video coming out um uh before this one, or maybe look up for the videos anyway, but there is a video coming out of couples talking, me and my wife, and another couple to kind of basically show that good relationships are happening. They can happen. Um, and I'll be getting more as well. I want to keep getting more. That is the plan. But the videos I've been dropping with me and Aaron, that's a series. It's almost done. There's about 2 or 3 more videos to drop. Then that's a wrap. And then we're gonna start moving on to some other stuff, some other projects. But yeah, I feel like we need to hear from the good relationships too. But like our brother said, they're just too busy. Just too busy, and they're not on social media because they are busy. And you can see I'm probably right to assume that everyone here on this panel is not married. But let's keep going.
But I believe, me personally, I believe marriage is like fundamental for the black community. Like that's when we was at our strongest when we were all married and we had communities. And then when we see the birth of single parent households, that's when we start to see, you know what I mean, the incarceration rates go up. You know what I mean, the less education, especially for black males, because we too busy being gang related, trying to be rappers. There's no real role models, male role models there. Like, you know what I mean. So that's why I believe why people should get married, and I want to get married.
And I don't want like the cycle to continue. Like, would you want your kids to get married? Because you know that you said that what you know about it, like it's just been nothing good.
How
But
old are you?
I'm 31. She like, damn, I ain't used to hearing people like that talk. Like, I don't know, like that's crazy.
It just didn't sound right.
would you recommend your kids to get married?
If they want to.
But I'm saying like with
I mean, no, not technically. They want to get married and they learn about what marriage is. They can go get married. I'll be there, but
but I mean, we gotta get to the point where we want to change that cycle. That's the whole point, like what he's saying as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to, I'm not saying to tell them to get married just to anybody. You just want to start to switch that cycle up. You know what I'm saying?
I just can't see how people were prioritizing having a child before being married. Like that's the same cycle we've been in, and that's the same cycle that's continued to hold us back. Single parent households, like, you know what I'm saying? Now he growing up he don't have a strong, I don't know what your situation is with, I'm not trying to use you, but I don't know what your situation is, but we need that father figure in the household for these men
I
and
had
women.
a
Like, you know
father
what I'm saying?
figure, but that don't mean you
Definitely.
not gonna get married. My mom and dad was married. I didn't want to get married.
All right, well, that's fair.
To each his own.
It's
Yep.
all just the
What about
person.
you?
Do I want to get married? Yeah, I would love to get married.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to get married.
I get married privately. I don't even want nobody there.
I mean,
I mean,
We'll stop it there. There wasn't really it was a good video. We didn't really get into too much to when we got into why, I guess. Something that one of the guys said though is very true. People prioritize getting pregnant, having kids, or plan to have kids before they get married. Um, I guess because the commitment and the way those both weigh, they don't outscale each other. They're both the same. In the sense of if you're gonna have a child, um you're gonna need the father and the mother to help and grow up that child, and that's what I feel like this guy's saying. Um, but marriage is the best form to do that in, just because of not of the certificate or the paper or necessarily the ring, but because okay, we've come together for a purpose, to commit to each other regardless of whatever happens in our marriage. We are here for the long hold. Girlfriend and boyfriend stage, um, you don't have that commitment that is evident, as in you speak about it. I plan to be with you forever. This is what we are going to agree to. Let's do a ceremony or a celebration. That doesn't happen. And marriage is saying, look, I plan for you to be my lifetime partner, and everything that we have in our lives, we're going to do our best to nurture and to grow it and everything like that. And then once you have that, anything that is born under that, it should be under a safe net. Now I know no marriage is perfect, but we're gonna get to hopefully next week we're gonna get to communicate. We're gonna talk about communication. Um, hopefully next week, maybe next week. I got a lot of stuff planned. Um, but hope you guys like this video. Um, give me your thoughts, please, on this. Um, some women are scared. Why? Why? If you're scared, why? Why are you? Um, have you tried talking to people who are married and getting their advice? Because I personally don't believe that all you see is bad marriages. I think we choose what to hear. And I think sometimes people are scared of marriage just because they don't know how to deal with a woman or deal with a man. We don't know how to work with each other. But we do know how to work with each other in a workplace. So that's very interesting. But we will I'll end this video here. Please like, comment, share the video. Um, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless, guys. Take care.